Demonic Angel, story number 2 for tonight about wands. Not those kind of wands, not the suit of wands either, but actual wands. So, yeah, pretty cool. Intricate, huh? It's made of wood. I'll give a good look at it. I'll set it on something at the end here, and then we'll give a little closer inspection as much as possible. This actually happened to me about 10 days ago, something like that. Quick backstory would be that my parents, they really don't take my kids very often, at least without me around. Various reasons for that, but that's just kind of it's been years and years. Back to maybe back to like stages of, they could sleep in the playpen, so they can't escape. Obviously, older kids are a more mobile problem. But so they took my kids, and my husband was at work, so I was home alone for the afternoon, like by myself for the first time in that kind of scenario, for a long time. I mean, long time. So I really didn't do too much exciting. I think I took a bath and probably ate some garbage or something like that, but it wasn't too bad. I just remember sort of spacing out, which was very it's very healing in the right amount. So they they go out to like the parks and the restaurant, whatever the heck, normal stuff like that. Come back later, and so my mom's like, she found a wand. I go, like a stick, because one of my kids really likes to just find sticks. So if we're out and about and there's like a dog, like if there's a stick that's interesting, we have to take it with or whatever. So I thought that's what was implied. So I was like, oh, that's really cool, but whatever. And she goes, no, you don't understand. I mean, a wand, like a magic wand. And I'm thinking, oh, like a toy. Some kid dropped a toy and there was nobody around, so they figured, whatever, we'll take it. I was like, it's not a toy. I was like, okay. So right then, my kid comes and brings me this. It is, it's wood. It's very detailed. Now, the kind of looks like it's worn down here, dirty. That's because my kid found it and used it to dig in the dirt, of course. I finally got the full story out of her maybe a day later, where she was like, we went to the same sort of place, and I found it up high, like that, and it was just there. It's like, the cool part about that was, though, right after she was, kind of going around and, playing with the wand, like, double, like, kids kind of, they like to play fairy tale stuff, wands. And then she found a whole bunch of money, like over $2 and change on the ground. But it was like underneath the sort of cushioning of the playground. Like, it's like hay, wood, I don't know, finished wood chips. So the sort of cushions what children do to themselves. And so I was like, okay, so you've just whip up your wand and you found some money. That's really, really cool. The more I thought about it, I was like, that is so fucking cool. But you can't say fuck. So it's, it's cool. And I thought, like, that is so great. So she was like, I found it and I used it to dig, but I knew that you would like it, Mommy. And I was like, well, thanks. I guess quick side note would be that I don't really go into witchcraft too much, stuff like that with my kids. I think that there's going to be a time and place for that. That development, I would say, is not now, where it's more focused on. I'm more focused on milestones and growth, like that. I think that, ideas like philosophy and religion as a whole are very complex. More for now. Philosophy maybe is not so much. I straight up tell my kids stuff that about the truth about the human body. One would be like, I remember when one of them was a little younger, I told him, well, you have a period when you're a woman, and you bleed in the toilet. You're losing an egg, so would look in the toilet, and it'd either be a shit stain most of the time, or blood. Oh, you dropped another egg, you chicken. I mean, yeah, that kind of joke. So I'm just like, well, that's how it is. Straight up, why is sugar bad for you? Whatever, I'll go into it. A good long speech. But I think that sorry if I grossed you out, by the way. I think that was a really gross story. I'll put like a side note about, warning gross. Yeah, so I was like, you found this wand, and they found, gold, like pirate treasure, whatever, like kids like to think of it as, and it's real money, and you thought I would like it. And I started looking at this thing, and my husband comes home from work and he looks at it, and, we're like holding it up to the light and looking at it and going, wow, somebody fucking spent hours making this thing. It's intricate, detailed. It's, one of the beautiful things about something hand carved is that it has those little deformities, like the blemishes of a craftsman, because not each side is not going to exactly look like the other, even if it's designed to be that way, because, somebody's like applying a tool to wood over and over again to make that happen. So I love the nuance and the difference there. But I was like, that's cool. So we share it. She can use it for her. Kind of losing teeth still. So, the tooth fairy is a very fun, well, I mean, not when the pain's going on, but fun, thing that I somehow have convinced her to look forward to. You get to put your teeth under the pillow, and fairies have wands. And I think that's her interest, really. Of course, mine is a little different, so I just sort of cleanse it if I'm going to use it. I've only used it about once or twice for more, lesser magics, if you will. Really neat. And then I'm going to show the wand. I'll probably just do one more real quick and go do some other stuff. So, yeah, that is my wand number 2 story. Email me if you want to get a hold of me. I did want to show this wand in a better light. This is a wand that my kid found at the park. One of the very rare occasions they're not with me for various reasons. So, yeah, that is the, my daughter used it to dig and actually found coin money, like quarters, nickels, dimes, and like over $2. So that's kind of where that came from. And so for an example, kind of look, it looks very like braided in a way here if you look at the side, but sorry, obviously I'm not the best at what the fuck I'm doing. But see how it's very intricate and different? It's got all the, an individual spent a lot of time making this. So then, it's got that sort of branched look to it. And to me, this reminds me of, sort of laurel wreaths. Kind of that kind of victory Greek symbol. And that style. And then here's like the top of it. So the branch like snakes up to the top. And then it's got, these little carvings into it, like sort of the dimples, if you will, of this wand. So kind of here's like the back of it, and that also has these indentations. Till you see the top of it is sort of that, you know, hunched over, very, I think, flamboyant, and it gets that point of, you know, wand is used for direction, channeling. Very much across in this art. The front of it is like, here's all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's very detailed. You know, and like that's kind of a braided sort of look, but I love the shell kind of feel. And then, yeah, you know, I mean, this just wasn't, maybe somebody wasn't quite done making it, you know, because it kind of looks like that way to me. But then, you know, could have just been, you know, so well loved that it was worn. But that's really cool. That's very intact. I do think that somebody had this for a good while because it's the feeling, definitely male. I am thinking a middle-aged sort of a guy, very good, intuitive, stuff like that. Maybe a little crazy, but I've cleaned this just like I did my other wand that I showed you guys. So I hope that was a decent enough look, especially here. I think that, you know, that's sort of the side with the, maybe looks like it's incomplete or blemished or marked up, and there's that. It's really cool. My kid brought that home to me and said that she thought I would like it, and the whole story to go with that. So, true story about another wand. Bye.